Welcome back. Today I'm going to try a new chess variant on chess.com. If you're fairly new to chess, there's the standard chess that all of us play that was handed down through the centuries with only minor changes over time and very few changes recently. And then there are variants, which on chess.com you can get to by hovering over the play button on the left menu and then going to for player and variants. And when you click there, you're taken to a page which lists a bunch of variants here on the side. When you hover over each one, it shows a different board. Some of them have differences. For example, Fog of War, which I don't think I've ever played. I think that's the one where you can't see your opponent's pieces. But anyway, I have tried duck chess. I have tried four-player chess, but that was a long time ago. This is spell chess, which is new. One of my subscribers notified me about it, and then I saw that Gotham Chess had a video where he tried it. I haven't watched his video yet, so maybe I should, so I would know what I'm doing. I think when I click on it, if I remember right from the variants, when you click on it, it'll pop up a little list of rules. So I'm going to click on that. Okay, that's what I thought. How to play spell chess. Okay, I paused and read all the rules. It sounds like it's just like regular chess, except each player has two spells. You can jump and freeze. The jump spell is where you click on a piece that you want to be able to jump past, which is unnecessary if you're using the knight. But say you have a queen or a rook or a bishop, and you want it to go through a pawn or through an opponent's piece to capture something on the other side. So you would select the spell, which I believe is one of these down here at the bottom. Oh, the rules went away. I don't know how to get them back. But anyway, so I would select a spell. I would click on the... I don't know which one's which. I'm assuming the blue one is the freeze one, so the other one must be the jump one. But anyway, I would select, for example, this pawn, and then move my king, or queen, past it. I don't think you could move the king past it, because the king can only go one square at a time. No, you can only select one piece with the jump spell. So if my opponent at some point had moved their queen out here, then I could select my pawn, move my queen through it, and capture their queen. The freeze spell, you have to select it and then click on any square, and it'll select a 3x3 larger square around that. So a total of 9 squares that'll be frozen, according to the rules. And the way I understand it, none of the pieces in those squares can move on the next turn. But you can move pieces through the frozen squares or into the frozen squares or capture something in the frozen squares, if I'm understanding it right. 5 plus 2 is a little fast for my first time, so I'm going to select 10 minutes, and I don't know if I'm ready. Also, the board is a weird shape, so it's not fitting in my thing yet. It's not fitting in my box. How can I change that? That's about as good as I'm going to get. But anyway, I'm just going to try this, and it's probably going to be a bunch of failure, but the idea is to have fun. So I am going to click play and see if I get paired. I did get paired, and the other person has to move first. Okay, they've moved that pawn out. I think I'm going to go slow here and see what happens. Play the Caro-Kann defense. I don't know how useful that will be in spell chess. Looks like... Okay, see, I think the idea here is that they want to jump through this pawn and capture my my king on the next turn. Is this one of those where it's hard to get rid of the arrows? Okay, so I don't want that to happen. So I think what I want to do is freeze their queen. Let's see, does that work? And then hop this knight out here and see if I can capture their queen. But for all I know, they might freeze my knight and move this pawn forward. Also, it looks like I can't use the freeze spell again for a little while, but I have a total of 4 of them left, so I must have had 5 to start with, and then they recharge. Oh, the rules are over there now. Okay, I guess they recharge after a certain amount of time, but it looks like my opponent has played before according to their rating. Everybody starts at 1500 in these variants. Mine has 1500 question mark, which shows that I haven't played this variant before, and my opponent has frozen all of this, and now they want to win my knight. Okay, well, that's fantastic. I don't know that there's anything I can do about that except freeze their pawn, which I really don't want to do. And I can't freeze again now, but I can jump. Where do I want to jump to? Do I want to jump anything? Or can I jump anything? I don't know. It looks like I'm going to lose the knight, so let's see if I can maybe get my queen out here pinning... Oh, their queen's not pinned anymore. Okay. But if they move that pawn, I'll take their queen. And they can't... Oh, they can jump through their pawn and take my queen. I just figured it out just about the time that they did. That was pretty special then. Okay. But you know what? Watch this. I'm going to... jump over this pawn and take their queen. I bet they didn't know I could do that. Oh, do they have a jump left? Oh, they don't have a jump left. Otherwise, they could take my rook. Let's take that pawn back, but I'm going to take back this way and get my bishop out, maybe. I don't know, the castling's going to help in a game like this. But anyway, I think we're having fun. It seems fun. Okay. I should probably develop some other pieces. Oh, wait, can I jump again? No, I can't, but they can. No, they can't yet jump. When does theirs recharge? I hope it doesn't recharge after... Wait, is that the number of turns left till it recharges? Okay, so then they can't take my rook just yet. But I can check. Oh, I could freeze their knight and check here. Let's try that. Freeze and check. They can just move out of check. Or they could also block with the bishop because you can move into frozen squares. Oh, wait, they can jump now. I thought they couldn't jump. Yeah, before I moved that, it's a good thing I moved it because if so, they could have jumped and taken my rook here. But their jump spell has recharged. But they only have one left, so they need to use it wisely. But yeah, they could block the check. They could move the king out of check. But they can't take my rook with the knight. Oh, but they froze this. I'm not... Why did they freeze that? Oh, because the check doesn't matter now that it's frozen. All right. We're figuring it out. Those arrows need to disappear. Oh, that's irritating. How do you get the arrows to disappear? Oh, I remember this from the last time I played variants. Oh, and now they can take my rook. Okay. Well, that'll be fun then, won't it? Sorry, it just blinked when I tried to move my bishop. Oh, but okay, then it let me move my bishop. They're going to take there, and I'll take back. Okay, the arrows disappeared though. But yeah, I remember that from last time I tried any variants. Once you draw arrows on the board, they don't go away. So I'm going to try to remember that and not draw the arrows, or certainly not multiple ones. Because on the regular chessboard, the behavior is different. I don't know why they made the rules differently. They coded this site differently than other sites. Okay, now I can jump that and take their knight, but I don't know what good that would do. And that would be my last jump. Okay, but I do have 3 freezes left. Should I try to freeze anything? I should try to line up something with their king. Oh, you know what? If I freeze right there, and then that will freeze all those squares, and then, oh, can you do 2 spells in one turn? It doesn't say you can't. I'm going to try it. I'm going to select freeze and hit there, and then select jump. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's not going to let me hit the jump. Oh, that's frustrating. I thought I was going to be able to freeze and jump and hit the knight, but it won't let you use two spells in one turn, and the rules don't say that I can see. Yeah, I don't see anywhere in the rules that say you can't use both spells in one turn, but we just found out that you cannot. So, but anyway, I am threatening the bishop with the pawn, and I'm threatening the knight with my bishop, but I don't know what my opponent's going to do. As we've mentioned, they have a jump and a freeze left. The captured pieces are listed on the left, on the left of the board, unlike normal chess where they're listed, the amount of material that you're ahead is listed next to your name. Here they're listed on the edge, and it looks like we're close to even. Okay, they froze here, but I can still take their knight. They're keeping me from taking the bishop, but they're not keeping me from taking the knight. I just drew an arrow, didn't I? All right, and now it won't go away? Okay, that's handy. Well, I took the knight without using any spells. Can I get those circles to disappear? All right. Yeah, those little things like that distract me a lot, even during normal chess, but on stuff like this, when you have a whole bunch of new stuff to concentrate on. Just a heads up, if you are a chess site developer of any kind... Oh, wait, they didn't... Okay, well then I get the bishop, I guess. But yeah, if you do have anything to do with writing code for any of these sites and you happened upon my video, please think about this or just put it forward to the team that maybe when you switch from the regular board to this one, that the board should be in the same area of the screen. So it's not over there and over there. You saw how I had to recrop at the beginning. Make sure that if the arrows disappear on the other regular board, when you just click on any other square, make it do that here too. Okay? Because it makes it a lot easier for everybody to get used to stuff like this. Okay, they're going to try to skip this and get my knight. That makes sense. So should I just move the knight out of the way then? Oh, it only has one square. Well, see, I did it again. It only has one square it can go to. Yeah, I don't know why I shouldn't just move it and then... Oh, I should have... Now I can't draw arrows at all. Oh, they just showed up late. Okay, wow. Yeah, no, I had to get my knight out of that because they were going to use their last jump to jump my b pawn and get my knight for free. Okay, yeah, I figured they would take that pawn back. I think we must be close to even on material because there's no numbers +1 or whatever listed over here, but maybe this game board doesn't do that. I don't know because it was obviously coded differently than the regular game board. Can I have one jump and one freeze left. I want to use them judiciously, I think. I'm going to move this pawn so I can get my light squared bishop out. I think I'm doing okay. My opponent appears to be as new at this as I am, which, I mean, almost everybody's going to be pretty new at this, unless you've been grinding it for the last couple of days that it's existed. This was just introduced very recently, I understand. Well, that's cool. I was considering castling myself, but then my king would be right there in the open. I honestly don't have no idea what to do, except I want to get my bishop out, which means I need to protect this pawn. So let's do that. Okay, see, now they want to jump this and kill my king. Okay, I got you there. I understand. Well, that's okay. I was going to get my bishop out, but instead, oh no, it doesn't matter if I move the pawn. They can still jump it. Okay, then I should castle, right? Okay. Oh, but that gives up that pawn. I don't know that I have a choice, because they were probably going to try to freeze that and, try to jump it and kill my king. So I had to get my king out of the line with that, unless I froze it, which I'm trying to find a really good opportunity for the freezing. But yeah, they can pick up that pawn if they want to now. Oh, the circles. Okay. But yeah, I haven't been able to line up what would normally be like a discovered attack, which is basically what the jump spell does, is get the piece out of your way. Okay, see, now they're doing the same thing here, trying to line up a jump spell to get this rook. Okay, but if I put a pawn forward, that would be 2 pawns in the way, and you can't use the jump spell on 2 pawns. Let me just do that anyway. Also, they could have just got that pawn with their rook a turn ago. They still can. They might do it now. I think one thing I would like to do, if I don't run out of time, is maybe move my king over and move my rook over and line up with their king. Obviously, they would see that coming. Well, maybe. Depends on how low on time we get. But let's see what my opponent does. Okay, they jumped that pawn and got here. But they could have just taken that with the rook on the previous turn. They could have taken it just now and not used the jump spell. So I don't understand their reasoning here. Let's see. Which one should I freeze? I should freeze their rook and then move my rook over. Let's freeze right there and move the rook over. Oh, come on. Get rid of those arrows and circles. I'm going to quit drawing them right now. Also, I was trying to use the normal keyboard shortcuts to draw arrows of multiple colors, but it wouldn't let me do it. They actually don't have to move the bishop, because after this turn, that freeze will be gone and their rook will still be defending their bishop. I just realized. But if they do something else, then I can use my jump spell here and take their rook, because I have 1 jump spell remaining. Now they're out of jump spells. Ooh, they froze that. Nice. So I can't do the thing that I said. I can take that pawn though, or I can lock this up. Now I can't draw arrows at all. Oh, right. Well, that was a good use of one of their very last freeze spells, but I still have a jump spell. I don't have anything that can jump. My knight can jump by itself anyway. Let's lock this up. They have 2 pawns back there. Oh, now I can draw them again. Those 2 pawns are stuck for the time being. What's my opponent going to do? Like I said, they're out of jump spells and they only have 1 freeze spell left that is not available to them on this turn. And I do have a very slight time advantage at this point. Ooh, they pulled that back and took that pawn. But sorry, I'm going to take their rook and then take their bishop, I think. And I still have one more spell left than they do. Are they going to put their rook down here and freeze my king? No, they're going to win my bishop. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, what if I froze their rook and moved my bishop up here? Would that be a good use of my last freeze spell? Let's freeze right here and put my bishop in there. Now, whenever they move one of those pawns or their king, I'll get their rook. Although I have obviously missed a few things going through this so far. Oh, they froze my bishop with their last freeze spell and I'm in check. Nice. Well, I'll just move out of check then to here. Okay, they're going after that pawn. That's a good use of their. I guess they can have the pawn. I have 1 jump spell left. They don't have any spells left, so they're playing regular chess now. So I'm gonna have to be very, very careful. But I think I'll just go here, and I'm playing regular chess now too. Except I have a jump spell left. Should I want it? Oh, nice. I was gonna come here anyway. They're gonna try to get that passed pawn down, but now I can get this pawn with my bishop and be pointed there, which may come in handy. Okay, and very, very, very slight time advantage. I can also put my knight here, which will guard the same square that pawn is headed to. Okay, that's what I want to do right now, is put both these pieces guarding that square, but that left this pawn undefended. So they could come over and attack that pawn. But then I could put my knight in front of their pawn, which would attack their rook and protect mine. So we'll see what happens. And with the time left, okay, they did not want to do that. I don't know what to do then. I guess I should try to advance this pawn, but that's going to require... Let's see, you know what? Let's attack the rook, and then when the rook moves, maybe I'll just sacrifice the knight for the pawn, or maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Depends on how the time works. Oh, they did that. Okay, I'm going to take the rook then, and I still have a jump spell left should I need it. Then I need to take that pawn and start advancing my own. Okay. And let's go here. Can I pre-move? I cannot. I think I've got this. They're going to try to check me here, but I'm going to have a queen. I'm going to take that with my queen. And I'm going to check here. And I'm going to come up to keep that pawn from advancing. Then I'm going to go here and start bringing my other pieces. I think, yeah. Time is of the essence. We don't have an increment. Okay. Let's check. Where are they going to go? It's protected by my bishop, and that's mate. I won. And I got 22.7 points for it. That's an interesting fraction. So that rounded up to 23. Okay. And there's no game review here. Probably for good reason. I'm sure that would be not worth development time to come up with a game review that could take into account spells and jumps, like freeze spells and jump spells, because Stockfish has trouble running on my computer when there are no spells. But imagine if on every move it also had to consider whether or not you should have used a spell and how much that would have helped. And then as it went down the line, all the, the depth, they would have to consider each one of those further moves. But what if they used a spell back on you and so forth? So yeah, there's no point in having a game review for this. Oh, it says there were 2 observers. Who are the 2 observers? Oh, me and the person I just played. Well, we're participants. It says I have disconnected. When did I disconnect? You see that? It says I disconnected 15 minutes ago, but then I reconnected 15 minutes ago. 3 seconds. Oh, I was disconnected for 3 seconds. I had no idea. All right. Well, thank you for watching my very first game of spell chess, although I have played other variants, and now I'm not sure how to get back to that other than going back to the play menu and then 4-player plus variants. But if you have been giving chess a try, and you're curious as to what other kinds of chess there are out there, feel free to try some of the mini variants that are available on chess.com, and Lichess has several variants as well. I think the most popular, the most common one is Chess 960, which is available through the standard play interface. I think here you can choose 960 right there on the play interface. Oh, and I just now saw you can choose several other variants from the normal play interface as well. Like Doubles, Bug House, whatever that is. I haven't played that. Crazy House, King of the Hill. I think I did King of the Hill 1 time. 3 check. That's where if you check the opponent 3 times, you win. Doesn't have to be mate or anything. Just has to be 3 checks. Chess 960 is being the most common one. But anyway, thank you for spending your time here. And I'll see you next time.